this moment of time, we will now take a look at what our beloved Nanay, Victoria's life. Her daughter, Sister Susana Pugan, will be giving a brief biography of her daughter.
Good evening, everyone. I actually made a brief biography, but it happened that I lost it just now. Anyway, I'm speechless. Anyway, just a summary anyway. My mom was born in Cabangcalan, Negros Occidental. She was the seventh child among the eight of them, and she was the last survivor. Same with my dad, there were eight of them, and my dad was the last as well. My mom's was really, she was so interested when she was young to go for further education, but unfortunately she only reached up to grade 2 because my mom's father was a Spanish, and original Spanish before they were very strict, and she was assigned to work in the farm. She started plowing at the age of 7 years old. She has to get up at about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning to start, especially in Philippines when the sun rises early. As long as you can see the soil, then the father was so strict, so she was assigned in the farm. The other sister, which I know, was assigned to do the cleaning. And my mom's desire really is to go for, she wants to be a professional, but because of the situation, she became a professional farmer, at the age of 7. And only that she stopped plowing at the age of 82, if I were not mistaken. Even when the farm was, I used to manage the sugarcane plantation of your auntie, Elsa Signora, when the husband died. And she still continues to plow in the boundary, just as her exercise. And if she will stop plowing, that was the time she had a mild stroke. Actually, my mom has several strokes, if I were not mistaken, maybe 11 or 12 times. I was 8 years old when the doctor said that she will not survive because of, the blood pressure is so high with all the complication, but by God's grace she survived, until 86 years old. So that was only 4 years ago when she stopped plowing. And my mom really worked hard. There were 8 of us as well in the family, and I'm the youngest among the 8. And she really worked hard. She kept saying to me that time is gold. You cannot take back time, so you have to do your best. And I could imagine my mom worked hard that because 8 of us to support to college, university, it's not easy for parents to support. Just imagine here in England, if you've got one student, very expensive. How much more in Philippines when you've got 8 children. So to make the story short, my mom really worked hard to the expense that even without, people will tell her that you cannot support your child to go to nursing. And actually, I started enrolling in biology because I wanted to be a doctor, but because of financial situation that 8 of us, it went to a decision that I had to take a different course because they could not afford. So although I applied for scholarship, but then I wasn't allowed to go in big cities because of the influence of friends. So then, I really graduated through my mom's, how do you call that one? Hard work. She planted papaya plantation, a few hectares of that delivered into Mountain View College cafeteria. She planted watermelon by hectares, name it, different vegetables to supply to these thousands of students in Mountain View College. So I graduated through commodities. So I finished my nursing without, instead of paying money, they put all our commodities in our college, Mountain View College. So my mom as well, she got as well, we've got 8 children and I'm the youngest, And my mom's hobbies. My mom used to play, sports when she was still young. I know she was Catholic and she was the leader of the church. There's dancing and, but then when she reached maybe 50 plus, she decided to be an Adventist. So then her lifestyle changes because she cannot go to dancing, whatever, all these vices. And she used to smoke when she was young, but then she changed after she realized it's not good to her health. My mom was really hard work, and when, even when she went here, the thing that I could not forget that my mom used to read the Bible every day, few times a day. Maybe morning, I could see lunchtime, even she got this cataract, I brought her to the doctor, but the doctor couldn't do anything. So she keeps reading the Bible, and she kept telling me that, whatever happens, we'll really see you in heaven. And she really wishes, 8 of us in the family, only few are attending church. So because of different sect, they married different sect. But anyway, my mom's wish really that all her children will be back in the fold and be reunited, and we will all see each other in heaven. And the thing that my mom really left to me, she said that you really need to pray all the time, son. And the thing that thank you very much. Even you've got everything here on earth. If you fail to that heavenly home that God prepares for us, still it's like nothing. So my word that I'd like to share as well, my mom's influence being prayerful, and this forgiving spirit. We all human beings, we tend to commit mistakes. We tend to offend each other, without sometimes intention. But then the thing that we need to be forgiving, and our aim really is to go to heaven. Even we got everything here on earth, if we fail to go to heaven, then it's useless to keep coming to church, So I've learned a lot, and with the situation that I've been crying yesterday. I've heard the music, the title, created in His image. If you listen to the lyrics of this song, it says there, I cannot remember the words now, but something like, I wish I've got the heart to lighten the burdens of others. It's something like eyes to see the needs of others. Sometimes if we were offended, we tend to close our eyes and ignore them, because we sometimes hate that person who offended us. And then I really cried. I said, I'm more than the prodigal son, the brother of the prodigal son. I feel like this event that my mother died taught me a lesson to be forgiving and forget the past. It's difficult, but it's a blessing for me. I realize we are human beings, but the song, if you have time to listen and to to, how do you call this one, really, the meaning of the song, created in His image. The song is really touching that it has a message that even you don't listen to the sermon, it's a message itself. So I've learned a lot out of this experience, and I'm sure that this is recorded, and all my brothers and sisters will be listening to this. I just hope that all of us will go to heaven. We don't need to hold grudges. We all need to go to heaven. We want to see each one of us. We want to see all of you to heaven. And we will be reunited with Nanay and Tatay. And that's all my wish. Thank you very much.
Amen. Amen. Now we'll be hearing a poem which will be delivered to us by Rizal Asubra.